If you had told me before the game that we would only have had 1 point after this night, I'd probably have been a little disappointed, but not at all the same after watching the first 2 periods. Good news! The Vegas Golden Knights have scored 4 5v5 goals tonight, you know? Hey, I mean, it took until the second period, and of course, none other than the captain, Mark Stone, to get us started with that. And we had 2 first of the season goal scorers tonight, so congrats. That first period was just more of the same. If you look and watch at all of the chances that Vegas had in that first period, no one is in front of Skinner. They're all like off to the side, waiting for a rebound to just plop in front of them so that they can bang it home. And then that doesn't work because you can't plan for where that puck is going 90% of the time when you're shooting it. When a defenseman's taking a slapper and you're expecting it to be able to plan where that puck is gonna go after it hits something? No, Someone from Edmonton against Petro, and Logan Thompson does not leave his net to get the 6th skater immediately because we were all in the defensive zone and, you know, whatever can happen. And so there are too many men that jump on for Vegas. There are 2 guys that went on to the, and that's not on Logan Thompson. That's completely on the bench, not knowing what's happening and not being aware enough to not do that. And so it goes to 4-on-4, nothing happened to that. Later, Zach Hyman was out for tonight, and I love that guy. And he's one of my favorite players in the league. He will probably be my Edmonton jersey. And he was out and replaced by Sam Gagner, and I was originally really happy that we didn't have to face against him because he's really, really good. And of course, the guy who opens the scoring is none other than Sam Gagner. Off the draw, too. Like, I don't... So we go into the second down 1-0. And honestly, like, you know, sure, whatever. We gotta get the next one though. It's a 2-goal lead. How are we gonna come back from that, right? Hutton and Kolesar on the point, slaps this thing home, and Mark Stone in front of Skinner. Of course, that's how it got started. Is able to tip this home perfectly, and it goes in, tied game 1-1. The Oilers storm back, and Matthias Janmark, former Vegas Golden Knight, gets his first goal of the season for the Oilers. Of course. This was a weird one. Kane was in front of the net, I think, and he like took a whack at Thompson. It was weird, but the puck goes in, and it is what it is. 2-1 Edmonton. It wasn't gonna be easy to win against this Edmonton offense. Not team, offense. But what a response. Michael Amadio. Off the face-off, Michael Amadio is able to get this lapse of judgment in Edmonton's defense and is able to find this puck, get it backhand, past Stuart Skinner in a beautiful play to tie the game 2-2 less than a minute later. 2 minutes later. I don't have any maraschino cherries, but maybe I can find some and go pick them, because there was a point where Logan Thompson, there's a penalty, I think it was Amadio, takes a shot and it's blocked and it goes out of the zone, and McDingle is out in the middle of the ice, completely out for no reason whatsoever. Like, I know he's one of the fastest skaters in the league, and sure, by the time he realized where the puck was going, he could have, but like, in order for you to be in that position, you've got to already be like, nope, I'm leaning this way, which would explain a lot about his play. And he gets this thing in the neutral zone wide open, and immediately, before he even makes it to the offensive zone, my thoughts are, oh, well, it's 3-2 Edmonton. And sure enough, before he even gets to the hash marks, I'm like, yep. And he gets it past Logan Thompson. And, you know, I can't fault Logan Thompson for that. You're giving Connor McDinkelberg this wide open space like that? Yeah. We'll score goals for you, Logan Thompson, but we're also gonna let this happen to you as well. And then the worst thing possible happens. I can't believe we let this dude score a goal against us to make it 4-2 Edmonton going into the third. And it's just like, yep, nope, I absolutely hate this.
Hate, 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 double hate.
Loathe entirely.
If I was out there, I would just be Cruz Ramirez right there, because...
Does this make you mad?
Yes, it does.
Use that!
And they don't use that. They just coast. They have 1 shot on goal for most of that third period. And the second shot on goal comes with about 7 minutes left. It's Ben Hutton, and he scores his first of the season. You guys let Ben Hutton score. And I immediately tweeted and said, I'm like, hey, if you guys let Ben Hutton score and we don't get a point out of that game wasted, you will not forgive yourselves. Zach Whitecloud absolutely pitches this thing. It's going way wide, but he sent it exactly where he was doing this. Keegan Kolesar, standing about 3 feet wide of the net, just boop, bunts it in past Skinner, and it's 4-4 tie game, less than 2 minutes left to go in the third. About 2 minutes left to go in the third. The refs were very whistle happy in the first half of the game, and then they very much put them away. And there's, you know, maybe the refs could have not put the whistles away. Or maybe, you know, similar to what Vegas fans have been hearing ever since that second year, maybe you don't let the other team score 2 goals on 7 minutes left to go in the third. Funny, think about that for a second. And we go into overtime. We get a point. Yes. Thank you. We have 4 5-on-5 goals. Yes. It's White Cloud's birthday. Happy birthday to Zach Whitecloud. Also happy birthday to Marc-Andre Fleury. My son's middle name is Fleury. What do you expect? Overtime was all right. Like, it wasn't. There were chances either way. Bouchard had the last one on a 2-on-1 with McDavid, where I'm pretty sure it should have been a penalty on the Oilers anyway, but whatever. McDavid sends the pass over and Bouchard tips it just wide on the empty net. Connor McDavid goes first in the shootout. It's honestly a cheat code having McDavid in a breakaway, penalty shot, shootout, whatever. Like, not automatic, but the closest thing you can get to it. Speaking of missed wide,
Marshy missed the net, dude.
RNH scores as well. So we have to have Eichel score, and he rings it off the post. No win. It's Edmonton Oilers win in the shootout and the skills competition after blowing a 2-goal lead with 7 minutes left to go in the third. It's okay. It's, you know, it's great, actually. Having 2 points in the back-to-back games in Alberta, not ideal. Like, you obviously want 4, but you would have been really happy with 3. 2 you're pretty disappointed in, but honestly, getting the 1 that we did tonight was not expected, and I'll take it. So one of 2 things are gonna happen. Either the Vegas Golden Knights are gonna be like, oh yeah, we can do this, and then score in Vancouver. We're facing Demko next. Oh no, we're going right back to not being able to score at all. Where's Shea Theodore when you need him? That's the first shootout loss of the season for the Vegas Golden Knights, so, you know. Petro broke his stick again. That dude needs to get some better sticks, apparently. In that second period, according to National Stat Trick, the Vegas Golden Knights allowed 10 high danger chances in the second period in all scenarios, which is just not good. So of course, Edmonton scores 3, and that's what they're able to ride to getting a point and then another point in a skills competition. It is what it is. That's gonna be it for game 23's nightly review. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.